Hello, everyone, and welcome to Business Morning, live on Channels Television. This morning, Monday, the 20th of June, Bosun Amafai here. We're live to you from FMDQ OTC Securities Exchange headquarters in downtown Lagos. And today is very historic, and of course, it's been in the news over the last couple of days and weeks. Nigeria is relaunching its Interbank FX market, and for the next 1 hour, we're live to you from here, bringing in the new FX market, what's the trading actions, and some news behind the new market that is a teen of today, as well as a little bit of the debt market, both bonds and treasury bills. So we're going to get all into that within the next 1 hour of the programming. We're also sticking around here at the FMDQ headquarters till about 5 o'clock p.m. Nigerian time to track the afternoon trading session and how the market's going at about 1:30 local time. So do join us at about 1:30 to 2 o'clock to have an update on the FX market and give you all the details as we have them from here. Then, of course, at 5 o'clock in the evening on our news track, we'll spend a few minutes to bring you the market close as well. So it's a whole day conversation we're having here and some analysis, including some insights into the entire currency conversation for Nigeria. It's been a long journey for Nigeria coming this far as this currencies market is concerned, and this will be a new day for the country as we get started. But let's take you a little bit back to where we actually started from. Like I said, it's been a bit of a journey for the country. Let's check some of the milestones of what you can call the evolution of the Nigerian FX market. Let's track back some 20 years ago. 1986 was a pivotal year in the country's history as far as the FX is concerned, when we had the introduction of the exchange rate liberalization policy. That policy, for the first time, Nigeria opened up its marketplace to the liberalization in the FX, and that makes it easy for you to do business with Nigeria and also to get your returns out of the country. That also year started the Interbank market. So 20 years, we're back to the beginning, but this time around, a lot will be different as far as the new currency market is concerned. So 1986 was when we actually had the liberalization and the commencement of the Interbank market. So what you're having today, 20 years down the line, is a relaunch of the FX market. Then in 1994, there was the introduction of the fixed exchange rate regime. That was the regime that the government also provided ministerial approval for direct allocation of dollars to customers by the financial regulator, the Central Bank of Nigeria. So that it was started in 1994, and that was the period, of course, when the Central Bank started making direct sale of currencies to customers, whether they're bureau de change or other organizations. Then in 1995, which was the second year, you had the commencement of the guided deregulation policy, as well as the introduction of the FX monitoring and miscellaneous provisions, what we call the FEMM Act, that was pronounced to guide the operations of the currencies market. That was in 1995. The following year, you had the commencement of the two-way code system. That's the market making for the Interbank market. That was in 1999, the introduction of IFM market. That was quite significant as well, what we call the Interbank foreign exchange market, and the starting of the central bank's direct intervention in the Interbank FX market, dealing with the commercial banks, all the commercial banks as at that time. In 2002, we had the reintroduction of the Dutch auction system, the DS. That's the auction system that the central bank uses in selling currencies to commercial banks. And for that liberalization 10 years ago, 2006, of the FX market with the wholesale Dutch auction, what we call the WDAS. That wholesale Dutch auction system further broadened the market. A further intervention of the financial regulator in the market started in 2006. Over the last 10 years, it's been a lot of shift in the market. The central bank trying to manage what the country has, manage the exchange rate, defend the naira at various levels. In 2008, the alignment of the central bank rate with the interbank rate FX market took place. In 2014, as the central bank adjusted the rate to partially agree with the interbank market, all in a bid to make sure that the activities of speculators in the market are really, really constrained and brought to the barest minimum. And that was in 2014. In the last 2 years, it's been a little bit tough as the central bank keep trying to rein in the relationship between the official rate and the street rate, what we call the parallel market rate. And the central bank has, over the last 2 years, made a lot of efforts to bridge the gap, but that has been a little bit difficult. So in 2015, we have the introduction of the order-based two-way code system and, of course, the commencement of the fixed exchange rate system. Over the last 15 months, we are here today, June the 28th, 2016, to start the introduction of the flexible exchange rate system that was announced about a week ago by the central bank. What the policy guideline was, what was announced a week ago, what will be the way going forward. We'll talk about that later on the program. The appointment of the FX primary dealers, the commercial banks, has also been part of this, and of course the introduction of Naira-settled OTC FX futures. But what we're having today, Monday, the 20th of January, is the spot market trading in the FX, and that is what we will be looking at for with you here on these two terminals that I got here with me. Well, of course, as you've heard, this will be something very interesting, and we're going to take you through this. FMDQ OTC Securities Exchange providing us this entire architecture to show you what you have here as the trades will be starting 10 o'clock Nigerian time. Trading will be on till 2 o'clock. That's the official trading hours. We need to let everyone out there know that the official trading hours is between 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock in the afternoon, when you can see all the transactions between the central bank and all the primary market dealers as they happen here. But don't forget, we're also setting into the Interbank, the Treasury bills and the bond market. If you look at where we finished off on Friday, look at the Bloomberg terminal here, and we have the Thomson Reuters here for the FX. Some activities coming in a little bit. Of course, as some analysts have said, it's going to be a little bit slow and a little bit quiet to start off this trading day. So it's going to be a little bit slow, a little bit mild in terms of what you see, but then you expect activities to rev up over the hours before the end of the day, and as the day this week, next week, move on. But you have to deal with a number of issues here, and one of them was the fact that the regulator, the central bank, will have to deal with the backlog of their, what we call the arrears of amount in the market, something around $3 billion. That's what some sources put the figure. But if you get this screen off there for you to take a quick look at, we're looking at some activities that is coming through for today as far as the Thomson Reuters tracking system is concerned. And right here, what you can see here is about, this is coming from one of the commercial banks, one of the dealers putting some activity, what we call a bid and ask here. This is just coming through gradually, and you're going to see this as we get in, moving on. It's just about 10 minutes into session, and everybody will try to understand how this will work. But let me quickly take you through the treasuries and the bond market for the week we just finished. If you look at the the market here, I have let me try and get this clicked to get you the, but let's try. Okay, I got it. Okay, now let's start with the bonds. What we have with the bond market, when we finished off on Friday, some of these numbers that you can see here, the bid and ask for the Nigerian bonds, as you find them on the Bloomberg terminal here, the last was at this price, 104.60. These are benchmark bonds that are tracked here on the terminal. Then you have the volume here, of course, a very low volume here at about 100 units. If you look at the total volume here, just a little bit, except the Nigeria 2012 maturing bond, that's 2026, January 22nd, 2026 maturing, beg your pardon. And that's about 3,710 units. And you can find a bit of the other benchmark bonds that are here. Taking you quickly through try to track the treasury, the bills. In terms of what the bills are, I guess I gotta get a lot more comfortable with this. But if you look at the treasury bills market on Friday, not significantly different in terms of the fact that a lot of folks were waiting for what's going to happen today. Currency is the key determinant of everything that will have to happen at this marketplace. So Naira-dollar relationship is the denominator for everyone who is dealing in any of the financial assets or instruments, whether stocks, bonds, treasury bills. So whatever happens here would reflect here. So, and that's how it's going to go today. And of course, if you have interest in equities, you can check that out elsewhere. But of course, this is where the primary conversation and action will be today for the Nigeria's Interbank, the relaunch of the Interbank FX market. Then you find this also starting almost about the same time. We'll keep an eye on this market as well, because this is the deep end of the market. But this is the spot market where we started today. Now, some of the stories that you may have that you need to consider if you're looking at this market today was what the rate will be like. That is the key part of the entire conversation. There is no fixed rate. So everybody knows that the central bank is totally out of fixing rates now. The central bank will play in the market, will play its role, will mediate in the market, and make sure that everything goes fine. So the market will determine the rate of this, a two-way quote, order-driven, and the market will try to set it. But for today, we're starting with the spot market. There will be no futures trading right now. Now, what will be happening moving forward? A lot of folks asking questions on social media. Would they be able to use their Naira card? Would they be able to use their dollar card? What will be the limit? These are issues that will be sorted out as we move on. Again, who are the primary dealers here? They are the commercial banks, and that is being sorted out. Everybody is in the game. Right now, the central bank still playing the big elephant in the room, but as part of the market as well. This time, no longer direct intervention of selling dollars directly to our customers in the marketplace. So a lot to learn here, a lot to focus on these two terminals today, over the next 1 hour till the rest of the day. So keep your eyes here. We'll be back in about 1 minute. We'll get you more into the conversation, and we'll talk to the folks here at FMDQ OTC Securities Exchange to talk to us more about the regulation and how this activity is getting started. We'll be back in one.